Hello and welcome to the Palapa presentation. Palapa is a social app for building computer vision AIs. We use a patent-pending technique called crowdsourced active learning. What it does is it allows anyone to create a computer vision AI, build a community around it, and have them teach it to perform a useful task. Let me illustrate with an example. Alice is a tree expert. Just by looking at a tree, she can tell if it's healthy, fair, diseased, or dead. Through the app's social network, she invites her tree expert friends who take pictures of trees and give it the appropriate health label. Bob, who isn't a tree expert, can download the AI in just a few seconds, point his phone at the tree to see if it's healthy. We also have automation features. It takes about 20 minutes to boil water, and instead of waiting around, you can have Palapa alert you when the water starts boiling. Let's see in action.
Boiling, 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 boiling.
To use our automation features, you can either use a spare phone or build your own camera device with a cheap microcontroller that runs our client software. We use a state-of-the-art technique called active learning. In active learning, you have AI version N, then you find out where it underperforms, you gather more data in those scenarios, retrain, and then you get AI version N+1. Let's see how this works. I went around New York City and took pictures of common things you see, like bikes, street signs, and mailboxes. I run into this exotic bench that neither I nor the AI has seen before, point my camera at it, and it says bench, 95%. Great! However, as I approach it from a different angle, you see the confidence drops and eventually a misclassification. I take more pictures of the specific scenario where the AI underperformed, uploaded them, retrained, and as you can see, in the next iteration, the AI no longer underperforms. The core technology has three components: the social network, which allows communities to grow and nurture the AI, active learning, which I explained earlier, and AutoML, our proprietary machine learning engine. Palapa improves on the conventional technique in several ways. Usually, one trains a neural network and then deploys it to a product. With Palapa, we flip the arrow around. Early adopters take pictures, and as the dataset grows, the AI gets smarter. Scraping data off the internet is not ideal. Finding out where an AI underperforms and gathering more data in those scenarios is very difficult and oftentimes infeasible. Scraped data is often sourced for likes. With Palapa, all our images are sourced to train a neural network. Scraped images are often different from the images captured by the product. This is called dumb data. With Palapa, the product is the source of the training data. This is smart data. Demo. Let's sign in with my Apple ID.
The homepage of the app shows you a list of community-created AIs. Let's go to this one called Tree Health. The main page tells you what the AI does, who should join the community, and what the classification outputs are. This is the data set. Here we can see images and labels. This is dead and dying, fair, good, and poor. Here's the community that took those pictures. Currently, the AI has 2 users. I'm going to create an AI called Boiling Hot, which tells you if the water in a cooking pot is boiling or not boiling. I give the AI a description, and this is the home page.
The water is not boiling, so I'm going to choose the not boiling label and take a few pictures. Now that the water is boiling, I'm going to pick the boiling label and take a few pictures.
here is my automation setup. After 50 photos, the AutoML engine trains an image classifier. Let's download it. And just like that, we have a state-of-the-art image classifier running on the phone. And because it runs on device, it's secure and private, reliable, doesn't need an internet connection, and it's interactive. I'm going to hit the camera icon. And as you can see, the image classifier is correctly labeling it as boiling. I'm going to turn off the heat. And it is no longer boiling. We can also add audio alerts. I'm not going to play a sound when it's not boiling, but I will play a sound when it is boiling. Turn on the alerts. Turn on the heat.
Boiling, 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 boiling.
Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed the demo.